Welcome to the Tetrahedron. It is time for Brain Tank.
So, this is your first time answering questions under the new format?
Yes, I'm excited. For the record, Kevin has 1 point, so
One.
I have to get at least 1 point to tie him in today's episode. I have no idea what the topic is, so whenever you're ready, Kevin.
So today's topic is ancient Egypt.
Oh, goddamn. Okay.
So I feel like it gets referenced enough, or everyday people know enough things about Egyptian culture that you can guess.
Yeah.
You can guess about these things.
Please, Stargate, help me on this one.
So we'll start with an astronomy-related question
Okay.
to warm up.
All right, I got this.
Is it true or false
Yeah.
that the Egyptian constellation that we think of as the Big Dipper was to them a hippopotamus?
Well, let's see. We think of it. Well, Big Dipper is just part of the Big Bear, and a bear and a hippopotamus, they're kind of similar. I can sort of see that, so I'm gonna say true.
Yes, it is true.
Yes, logic did not fail me.
So it's basically a big hippopotamus in the sky for them.
Yeah, that's fair. Awesome.
Now, everyone knows about how cats were very special to the Egyptians.
Very true.
Is it true or false that they were so special, in fact, that the average Egyptian wasn't allowed to keep a cat as pet, that they were seen as higher than that?
Well, I'm gonna say that is true, that they were not allowed to have them as pets because, yeah, they were considered royalty. They were gods that were cats, so I'm gonna say true.
Actually, it's false. So, families, lots of families had pets, it's believed, in ancient Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like there were cats, remains, basically, that were treated very reverently by each of these families. So...
Yeah, okay, so now we have to dig into the fact, were these average families, Kevin, or were these the upper class of the Egyptians? Huh?
These were the Egyptians that we've managed to actually study.
Yeah, so they're
probably the upper class.
Yeah,
Yes.
haha. So I'm not entirely wrong.
So, now let's think a bit of a bigger scale. The Sphinx.
Yes.
Now, today, it doesn't have its nose.
Like
That
Michael
simply
Jackson.
does not exist anymore.
Also like Michael Jackson.
So, is it true or false that the nose fell off due to wear and tear, just normal weathering?
It's funny that you said this because recently there was a whole thing about a goatee falling off of a sarcophagus in a museum, and someone glued it back on, and they were basically fired for that. But it says weathering. See, I want to believe it's weathering. I'm gonna say true.
It is false. Actually, there are tool marks around some of the areas of the Sphinx, so it looks like there was vandalism in ancient days because, political alliances change, and so part of the Sphinx's nose was purposefully damaged. It's very clear-cut on some of the parts.
That's mean, man.
It is very mean.
You know what we do if someone knocked the nose off of Abraham Lincoln? We go to war over that, man.
America would not tolerate
Yes.
that. So, speaking of famous leaders,
cool.
Cleopatra
Yeah.
was a famous Egyptian leader, and
true.
actually one of the last traditional pharaoh that we think of before they started changing the way things worked.
Thanks, Rome.
So, is it true or false that Cleopatra was in fact not an Egyptian?
You sly devil. See, okay. Now I'm going to employ not knowledge of Egypt facts, but logic facts for the way the game has been played thus far. And I'm going to stick with true, because I've stuck with true every time. So I'm going to say true. She was not an Egyptian.
That is correct.
Yes!
She was not an Egyptian. She was a Greek Macedonian, basically descended from the Greeks put in charge of Egypt after Alexander the Great conquered the whole place.
Makes sense. That's why she fell for Mark Antony. Oh, fellow Greek.
So, final question, yet again, circling back to space.
Space.
Is it true or false that when costs are normalized to $2009,
Okay.
that the Great Pyramid at Giza was more expensive than the International Space Station?
$2009. That was 6 years ago. I can't imagine it not being more expensive. So I'm gonna say true. Wait, that's what it was, right? I'm gonna say yes. It was more expensive than the International Space Station.
That's actually false. Damn. So I think that you're overestimating how much the pyramid actually cost. So today's estimates put the Great Pyramid at about $5 billion. So if they used a construction method where they had ladders basically building it up like straight up as opposed to the giant ramp idea that some people have posited for a few years, but that would be too expensive. So the Egyptians didn't actually do it.
So yeah, I was thinking of the ramp idea.
But both are under the $150 billion that the ISS is.
Damn, I didn't realize it was that expensive.
It's more than an order of magnitude difference between the two.
So wait, the Great Pyramid is about as expensive as like Hubble. Wasn't Hubble like $1 billion or something?
Like it was around 4.
Yeah. So the Great Pyramid and a Hubble Space Telescope are about the same amount of money. That's ridiculous.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So you got 2 points today.
2 points. That puts me in the lead by 1 point. I'm leading Kevin by 1 point. Yes. Oh my gosh, it feels good. Anyways,
narrow margin.
It's narrow margin of victory. Keep your YouTube channel, whatever, locked right here because next week we'll be doing another Brain Take episode. And if you feel so obliged, leave a comment below about another Brain Take topic that you would like us to cover, especially one that we'll go head to head for in the Brain Tank War episode, whatever we're titling it, Marcus versus Kevin thing, in the middle of February, which will be the first one we do. So thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you out there. Hi. Thanks for watching our episode. It's great to have you here. If you'd like to watch more of our content, there's a video right up there that you can watch. You can also subscribe. That'll guarantee you get tons of videos from us. If you like this video, you can hit that like button down there, or comment. We love comments. We love you. You can find us around the internet in random places like Tumblr, Facebook, or Twitter. And, as always, we'll see you out there.